Alright there, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content, and hopefully I shall see you guys on the next video. Okay, thank you for watching. Yeah, ho ho ho! What is up, Stealth Squad? How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome. Okay, guys, so I always get asked this question. Whenever anyone asks me this question, I'm just going to refer to this video now. What Tempest do I go for? And how do I do like the trading thing? Because generally I don't put anything in Tempest. I don't spend anything on Tempest. My Tempest gear is all from that trading system. I use this on a regular basis. I'm always looking through this, trying to find good Tempest to go for, what ones I want to be buying. I'm always looking at this, which ones are the best ones. I'm always selling stuff on it. If I don't have stuff selling, I'll put stuff in, anything in, just to try and make a little bit more of the trade tokens. But I'm always using that, and people always ask me what Tempest I try and aim for. What Tempest do I want to get? What skills shall I go for? Now, I'm not going to act like an expert. I'm not an expert. Obviously, you do need to decide which ones you're going to be using against which type of heroes, because obviously a lot of heroes do the burning skill, meaning Valor skill is really good, or the Peerless one can be very good depending on what abilities they have. So it does vary, obviously, but there is like a basis on what I try and look for when I'm generally going through my Tempest. So let's get into it. We'll start off. What are my favorite skills? Which ones do I really go for? Now, if you are someone who has got a cap, like you've capped out on your morale, then obviously don't get morale. Morale is a really bad one, but morale cap is a good one. Obviously, getting that little bit more morale cap than the opponents will really benefit you. So that is something which I always try and do. I try and get Tempest which does have morale cap, or well, one of each pretty much. As long as I've got one of each, I know if they're beating me in morale, I'll just switch my Tempest so I'm that little bit higher than theirs. But that's only if you're at the cap. If you're not at the cap, then do not go for combat morale cap. Now, on normal combat morale, if you're not at the cap, it's still, in my opinion, useless. Now, don't get me wrong, you could have the lucky stage where you've got 1,203, they've got 1,204, and adding that 3 on will help you. But the chances of that happening are so minimal. So, combat morale, I would not even go for it, and you'd only be using it against that one opponent. Because all the other opponents which are miles out of your combat morale number, it's going to useless. It's not even being used. So definitely don't go for just a normal combat morale skill. Where is it? This. Don't go for it. Not worth it, in my opinion. Just no. Extra combat morale is for rally leaders. If you can get that, then it is nice to always have one of each piece, just in case, to be able to push that little bit higher. Now, other things which I've looked at, aircraft damage, it's pretty much useless. I've had a piece which has 3 aircraft damage and a piece with 3 hero damage or 3 behemoth damage. Hero and behemoth damage absolutely trump the aircraft damage in every single report I've seen. Even if I'm going for reduction to try and stop their one when they've got a max one, it's been doing nothing when I've been comparing them to hero and behemoth damage. So I try to not get aircraft damage anymore. Don't get me wrong, at the beginning I was like, I'll give it a go, and since seeing reports and like swapping them around, like aircraft damage has been a no-go for me. So if I can't find a piece which has combat morale cap, I go for hero damage or behemoth damage. I like to get a good one of those. So I just actually got a nice one recently. I think I have already, so not this one. Where is it? Trying to find it now. It was pretty sure it was one of these pieces. Unless I've actually put it on a hero. Have I put it on a hero? Oh, there it is. So yeah, I found a behemoth damage max, which was very cheap on the market stall. So I bought it. I ended up rolling it, getting another behemoth damage. Sadly, this one has sucked, but rider lethality is, half decent. Now, personally, when it comes to riders, I try not to get stats. I would prefer get 2 behemoth damage, 2 hero damage, or damage reductions, either one. I prefer get 4 of those if I could possibly get that on rider. Now, obviously, this is just my opinion. Others may decide differently, but this is just my opinion. When it comes to rider pieces, I just want that behemoth damage or damage reduction, hero damage reduction, or combat morale cap. I'll happily take any one of those. I want to fill that up with that. If I can't fill it up with that, I'd prefer get one of the other amplifications than getting, the stats. I would prefer get one of these because these aren't just for the riders. These are overall. So these will boost your other ones as well. So as I said, these are the ones which I get. If not, combat morale cap. Final damage, that's a decent one as well. Or it's one of these. Now, that's what I personally want for riders. I don't care too much about stats. If I do have to get stats, I'm definitely not going for rider health or rider defense. I'm going for rider lethality or rider attack. They're the 2 which I would go for if so. So I like all of these skills. The downfall is the defense amplification is really low. So I do want to re-roll that and try and get a better one. When it comes to inventory, it is very similar. I will be going for combat morale cap as a maxed out morale player, or I'd be going for hero or behemoth damage. Once I get one of those, I would then obviously push that one and hope that I get some good backup stats. So personally, I'm going for inventory. I'm going for another hero damage or behemoth damage. I'd prefer get 2 of those, either one of those, and then I'll try and get 2 health or defenses. If I can get more of those, I'll probably go for 3 of those and 1 stat increase, but generally I'll be happy with either one of those. I don't know what my piece at the moment looks like. Where is it? So inventory is this one. I got 2 heroes, a combat morale cap, and a behemoth damage. Then when it comes to my defensive one, which is this one, I got hero, inventory, defense, behemoth, and morale cap. So I like those 2 pieces a lot. I got 4 of the stats which I am happy with. All 4 of those I would go for. So that's generally what I look for when it comes to inventory. Hunters, it's the exact same, but instead of going for health or defense, I go for attack or lethality. So I'll try and get 2 and 2 generally. If I can't get that, or I go for the whatever's the closest one I can try and get. So what I generally do is I will go into the trade store. I'll filter it by, the downfall is you cannot filter by the morale cap one. If you are doing that, you've just got to go for S2 and you've got to check every single one of these individually. I won't buy a first skill stat which would be costing over 2,000. Like, if it's just one skill, I'm not paying over 2,000. I'd potentially pay 1,000. I generally look for them for about 1,000. So let's just have a look. It's only 1,000 ones. That's an aircraft. Don't care. There. So perfect. Behemoth damage reduction. That's a nice one to go for 1,000. It's the aircraft damage. If it's a red one, I'll go for 1,000, but I don't want the aircraft damage. That to me is just a waste. But this is generally what I do. I would just have a look. Attack amp. It's not like the main one I'd go for, but it is good. Actually, I probably wouldn't go for attack amp. Did I even refresh it? I don't know. Behemoth damage, there we go. A nice behemoth damage reduction one right there. Them ones are all inventory. I don't need inventory right now. I'm at the moment I'm trying to get some really good rider and hunter pieces. Now generally I will do this. Now I know some people what they do is they go for, if they get a good skill, they just use it no matter what. Me, I try and actually use this a little bit more and buy and sell them. If I'm constantly selling items, generally my tokens are still going up. And sometimes, if I have like a super rare skill with shit stats, I'll just sell it. Some people will buy them. They'll actually just see the rare skill and they'll buy them. Now, it's not a good idea to buy them if they're that bad, because some skills don't really do anything at all. So you've got to really know, but some people just see the super and they buy it because they see it for like 10,000. They think, oh, that's cheap. Now, they're the stats which I go for. When it comes to the abilities, that is slightly different. So I'll go on to my inventory piece. Where is it? This one. This is my favorite one for inventory. The Sacred Oath inventory. This is my favorite one. If I can, I will obviously get that for my inventory one. My second one, which I try and get, is Salvation. Salvation is a really good one to have for your inventory. Then I will go for... I haven't actually tested these ones out fully. I know this one is really good when it goes on to Hunters. This one has been doing really well whenever I've seen it. This one's alright, but I haven't actually seen this one be used before. So I don't want to say anything about that because I haven't seen this one be used well anyway. So generally I'll go for them two, and then I will try and get the Rejuvenation. This one's my backup one. Now, I've seen a lot of people use the new ones, which you get from the Hitman. Don't get me wrong, they're alright, but they're not quite as good. They're not quite as good. So I saw one in the trade store. If I go into here, this one's not as good as the other ones. Not even the advanced one, the rarer one. I haven't been seeing it do as well as the Rejuvenation whenever I've seen it be played. A good example, I don't know if it's really a good example because of how much stronger he is than me, but let's just go into here and I'll go into the report. You'll see, I'm pretty sure he has it. You'll see data corruption. These are the two skills which I'm not a massive fan of. Like they're good, don't get me wrong, but they're not. I don't see them perform as well as the Rejuvenation skill or the Salvation skill, and the Oath skill is obviously by far better. So that's not a good example because of how much stronger I am than them. So let's see if he's got one. I'm pretty sure I saw someone. Oh, here, Rejuvenation 4, as you can see, 11.6. Yet the Data Corruption 3 only did 9.3. I've been seeing that the Rejuvenation has been protecting more whenever I see this. So, as I said, my favorite one is the Sacred Oath. Then it's the Salvation. Then it's the Rejuvenation. Then it's the Data Corruption. Then it's the other one. That's what I'd go for inventory. That is... It's just what I like. Now, when it comes to Hunters and Riders, I generally go for the same sort of ones for the Hunters and Riders. As I said, I'm not an expert. People may know more than me when it comes to this. This is just generally what I try and go for. So people may have done full-on testing and know exactly which one works perfectly against which hero and stuff. I have not looked into it that much. But people ask me all the time, so I'm just telling you what I know and what I try to guide towards. So when it comes to Hunters, Mark of Fury is obviously a great one. Same as where is it? Mark of Strength. Them two are really good. It goes Fury better, then Strength is second best. But I have been noticing that the Hitman ones do equally or better quite often. So I'm pretty sure Warlord will have one or two of them in his main march. Let's have a look if he has them. And you'll be able to see they are pretty good ones to have. So this one, the Assassinations Trap, obviously he slaughtered me in this report, so it's not going to be the best accurate results. But this Salvation Trap, I saw one person who had that and the Mark of Fury, and this one outperformed it. Now, I don't know if it was just because I used certain heroes or he used a certain. I am not 100%, but I know this one did do better than the Mark of Fury did. Then I'd go that one, Mark of Fury. Now I haven't seen someone who used the marking trap and the mark of strength at the same time. I've seen people use one or the other, but that marking trap has done so good on riders when I see it, like so good. So I'd say for riders, I generally would try and get one of those over the mark of strength. But I could be wrong. Don might be a good example actually, because I think he might have a couple of them on his heroes. Let's have a look. So he swapped them out, I think, unless it was on one of his other marches. But I'm pretty sure I saw him using them and them doing a lot of damage on one of his marches. Tempest, is it this one? This one, Resilience, this is the one which I said is really good. I have got one on my main march and it does a decent amount when I'm winning. Let's have a look. Main march, comparison, Tempest. So it does do pretty well. Sometimes it does better with certain people. Obviously, the numbers always do vary when I see them, but I do see that one do really well. So Assassination Trap, I believe it was called, and Mark of Fury are my favorite too. My next one would probably be one of those ones if you get the rare one, because I haven't seen the rare one be used yet. It is this one. I haven't seen this one be used yet, but I'm expecting it'll be really good if you know I do see it. I haven't seen these two be used. I've only seen the regular ones, but so far I've seen that one do the best and that one, and I haven't actually seen this one be used yet. So I don't know if that's because that's bad or not. Obviously these skills are quite new, so we'll see when more people are getting them. And then it is the if it comes to riders, I'd probably try the trap one, then mark of strength. If it's hunters, I'd do the mark of strength, then trap, because I do see a lot of people using mark of strength and it does really well on hunters. Now, after that, you have got your other ones which people you see quite often, like toxic trap, mark of the rift, mark of thorns. But I would try and get all the other ones if I can on my hunters and riders. Obviously, if you don't get the rare ones, you just go the tier below. I try and buy all of it on the trade store, and then I get the skills on a normal piece, and then I just put it onto there. That's how I've been doing my Tempest. It's been working pretty well, seeing as I don't spend on my Tempest, and I would say I've got decent Tempest. I wouldn't say I've got the best Tempest. Obviously, a lot of people do go ham on them. But I think it's been working for me, and a lot of people do ask me what I try and focus on when it comes to Tempest. That is literally it. As I said, I'm probably like, if you guys have seen certain ones work better in certain reports and stuff like that, share it below. Obviously, other people read the comments. They might have more insight into Tempest than I do. But this is generally what I try to look for. I look for the stats I mentioned and the skills I mentioned. I try and use the trade store to sell all the ones which I think people will buy. They just see either red stats and go, oh yeah. I sold one decently not long ago which just had all aircraft damage. It done terrible. Even with a mark of strength on it, it done terrible. So I sold that, and then I bought a couple of Tempests which I've leveled up. I just need to get some more skills to put on them. But yeah, hopefully this helped you guys. If you, as I said, if you do have more insight, post it in the comments, because I'll happily go through them. Because let's be honest, Tempest is very difficult to be able to get the perfect pieces, and I wouldn't mind trying out some other ones if people do have any ideas. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic night. And peace. Much love all.